Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most debated health effects of food on human health. From those tasty processed foods we all love to the micronutrient supplements promising a healthier life, we'll cover it all. We're going to separate the hard scientific facts from the loud opinions so you can make informed decisions about your health. Buckle up because we're in for a wild ride. Let's get started. Let's talk about processed foods. We've all heard the warnings, but how bad are they really? The truth is, not all processed foods are created equal. Some are fortified with essential nutrients, offering a convenient way to supplement our diets. However, many are loaded with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and preservatives that can have detrimental effects on our health. Studies have linked excessive consumption of these ultra-processed foods to a higher risk of obesity, heart disease, and even certain types of cancer. Why? Well, these added sugars spike our blood sugar levels, leading to insulin resistance and weight gain over time. The unhealthy fats, particularly trans fats, can clog our arteries and increase our risk of heart problems. And let's not forget about the preservatives. While they help extend shelf life, some preservatives have been linked to negative health effects in the long run. Now, I'm not saying you need to swear off all processed foods. Sometimes they can be a lifesaver when you're short on time, but it's crucial to be mindful of the ingredients and prioritize whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible. Read those labels carefully, my friends, and choose wisely. Your heart and your waistline will thank you. Let's talk about sugar, the sweet temptress that's often disguised in our favorite foods and drinks. Now, I'm not talking about the naturally occurring sugars found in fruits and vegetables. Those are bundled with fiber and nutrients, making them part of a healthy diet. I'm talking about refined sugar, the kind that's added to processed foods, sodas, and even things like yogurt and salad dressings. This sneaky ingredient has been linked to a whole host of health problems, and it's often lurking where you least expect it. Excessive sugar intake is a major driver of obesity as it provides empty calories without any nutritional value. It messes with our metabolism, leading to insulin resistance and increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. And as if that wasn't enough, it also contributes to heart disease by raising triglycerides and lowering good cholesterol levels. The truth is, sugar is addictive. It triggers the release of dopamine in our brains, the same feel-good chemical associated with drugs of abuse. This makes it incredibly challenging to break free from its clutches. But with awareness and conscious effort, we can regain control of our health. So be mindful of your sugar intake, read those labels, and choose healthier alternatives whenever possible. Your body will thank you for it. Let's sink our teeth into the topic of red and processed meats. Now, I understand that a juicy steak or a couple of hot dogs at a barbecue are hard to resist, but it's important to be aware of the potential health risks associated with these protein sources. Numerous studies have linked high consumption of red and processed meats to an increased risk of certain types of cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. Processed meats in particular contain nitrates and nitrites, which are added as preservatives but can form carcinogenic compounds in the body. Beyond cancer, these meats are also high in saturated fat, which can raise LDL cholesterol levels, the bad cholesterol, and increase the risk of heart disease. Additionally, they can contribute to inflammation in the body, a key driver of many chronic diseases. Now, I'm not saying you need to banish bacon from your life forever, but moderation is key. Enjoy these meats sparingly as an occasional treat and focus on incorporating more plant-based protein sources into your diet, such as beans, lentils, tofu, and tempeh. Chapter 4, Plant-Based versus Animal-Based Diets, the Great Debate. The age-old debate of plant-based versus animal-based diets continues to rage on with passionate voices on both sides. So, let's break down the pros and cons of each approach. Plant-based diets, which emphasize fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds, have gained immense popularity in recent years, and for good reason. Studies have shown that these diets can lower the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, certain types of cancer, and obesity. They're naturally lower in saturated fat and cholesterol and packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall health. Additionally, plant-based diets are more environmentally sustainable, requiring fewer resources to produce compared to animal-based diets. However, it's important to note that well-planned plant-based diets can be nutritionally complete, providing all the essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals the body needs. On the other hand, animal-based diets, which focus on meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products, provide high-quality protein, essential fatty acids like omega-3s, and important vitamins and minerals like vitamin B12, iron, and zinc. However, it's crucial to choose leaner cuts of meat, opt for fish rich in omega-3s, and consume dairy products in moderation. Ultimately, the best diet for you depends on your individual needs, preferences, and health goals. Consulting with a registered dietitian can help you determine the most appropriate approach for your unique circumstances. Chapter 5. Artificial sweeteners, too good to be true. Artificial sweeteners have become increasingly popular as people try to reduce their sugar intake and manage their weight. But are these sugar substitutes a safe and healthy alternative, or are they too good to be true? Artificial sweeteners are synthetically produced sugar substitutes that provide sweetness without the calories of sugar. They're often found in diet drinks, sugar-free foods, and even some medications. While they may seem like a guilt-free way to satisfy your sweet tooth, there's growing concern about their potential long-term health effects. Some studies have suggested a link between artificial sweeteners and an increased risk of certain health problems, including cancer, gut health disruption, and metabolic issues. However, it's important to note that the research is still inconclusive, and more studies are needed to confirm these findings. One concern is that artificial sweeteners may disrupt the balance of gut bacteria, which play a crucial role in digestion, immunity, and overall health. This disruption could potentially lead to digestive problems, inflammation, and even impact our metabolism and weight management. Another concern is that artificial sweeteners, while calorie-free, may not actually help us lose weight. In fact, some studies suggest they may even have the opposite effect. This could be because they trick our bodies into expecting sugar, leading to increased cravings and potentially overeating. Chapter 6. Saturated fats, the heart of the matter. For decades, saturated fats have been demonized as the villain of heart health, with recommendations to limit their intake for a healthy heart. But is this long-held belief entirely accurate? Or have we been too quick to judge these fats? Saturated fats are found in animal products like meat, poultry, and full-fat dairy, as well as tropical oils like coconut oil and palm oil. They've been linked to increased levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that can build up in arteries and increase the risk of heart disease. However, recent research has challenged this conventional wisdom, suggesting that the relationship between saturated fats and heart health may be more complex than previously thought. Some studies have shown that replacing saturated fats with refined carbohydrates like white bread and sugary drinks may actually be worse for heart health. Additionally, not all saturated fats are created equal. Some, like those found in coconut oil, contain medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, which are metabolized differently than long-chain triglycerides, LCTs, and may even have some health benefits. So, where does this leave us? It's important to note that the debate about saturated fats is far from over, and more research is needed to fully understand their impact on heart health. However, it's clear that simply demonizing all saturated fats may be an oversimplification. Gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, has become a dietary buzzword in recent years, with many people choosing to avoid it even without a medical diagnosis. But is gluten truly harmful to everyone, or is gluten sensitivity a fad diagnosis? For individuals with celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder, consuming gluten triggers an immune response that damages the small intestine, leading to a range of digestive problems and nutrient deficiencies. For these individuals, a strict gluten-free diet is essential for managing their condition. However, there's growing debate about the prevalence of non-celiac gluten sensitivity, a condition where individuals experience symptoms similar to celiac disease such as bloating, diarrhea, and fatigue after consuming gluten, but without the same intestinal damage. Some experts believe that non-celiac gluten sensitivity is a real and distinct condition, while others argue that it's often misdiagnosed or attributed to other factors, such as irritable bowel syndrome or IBS or food intolerances. If you suspect you may have a gluten sensitivity, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional to rule out other potential conditions and determine the best course of action. Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, have become a topic of intense debate, with concerns about their safety for human health and the environment. But what does the science actually say about GMOs? GMOs are organisms whose genetic material has been altered in a way that doesn't occur naturally, typically to introduce a beneficial trait such as resistance to pests or herbicides. They're widely used in agriculture, with a significant portion of crops like corn, soybeans and cotton being genetically modified. Proponents of GMOs argue that they offer numerous benefits, including increased crop yields, reduced pesticide use, and enhanced nutritional content. They point to the rigorous safety testing that GMOs undergo before they reach the market and the scientific consensus that currently available GMOs are safe for human consumption. However, opponents of GMOs express concerns about potential long-term health effects that haven't been fully studied, such as allergies, antibiotic resistance, and the impact on gut health. They also worry about the environmental impact of GMOs, such as the development of herbicide-resistant weeds and the potential harm to beneficial insects. The debate about GMOs is complex and often fueled by misinformation and fear-mongering. It's crucial to rely on credible scientific evidence and avoid sensationalized claims when forming an opinion about GMOs. Dairy products have long been touted for their bone-building benefits, but there's conflicting information about whether they're truly essential for health or if they come with potential downsides. Dairy products are a good source of calcium, vitamin D, and protein, all of which are important for bone health. Calcium and vitamin D work together to support bone density and strength, while protein is essential for bone growth and repair. However, dairy products also contain lactose, a sugar that many people have difficulty digesting, leading to symptoms like bloating, gas, and diarrhea. This condition, known as lactose intolerance, is particularly common in people of Asian, African, and Hispanic descent. Additionally, some studies have suggested a link between dairy consumption and an increased risk of certain health problems such as acne, cancer, and autoimmune diseases. However, the evidence is far from conclusive, and more research is needed to confirm these findings. Ultimately, whether or not to include dairy in your diet is a personal decision. If you tolerate dairy well and enjoy it, there's no need to eliminate it. However, if you experience digestive issues or are concerned about potential health risks, there are plenty of plant-based alternatives available, such as almond milk, soy milk, and oat milk. Intermittent fasting has become increasingly popular in recent years, touted as a weight loss miracle and a fountain of youth. But what exactly is intermittent fasting, and does it live up to the hype? Intermittent fasting isn't about what you eat, but rather when you eat. It involves cycling between periods of eating and voluntary fasting on a regular schedule, and it's gained attention for its potential health benefits, including weight loss, improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, and even increased longevity. There are various methods of intermittent fasting, but some of the most popular include time-restricted feeding. This method involves limiting your daily eating window to a specific number of hours, typically 8 to 10 hours, and fasting for the remaining hours. Alternate day fasting. This method involves alternating between days of normal eating and days of complete fasting or significantly reduced calorie intake. Periodic fasting. This method involves fasting for a more extended period, typically 24 to 72 hours, once or twice a week. While intermittent fasting can be an effective tool for weight loss and may offer other health benefits, it's not suitable for everyone. Pregnant or breastfeeding women, individuals with a history of eating disorders, and those with certain medical conditions should consult with their healthcare provider before trying intermittent fasting. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential fats that play a crucial role in maintaining overall health, particularly heart and brain health. They're considered essential because our bodies can't produce them on their own, so we need to obtain them through our diet or supplements. There are three main types of omega-3 fatty acids: EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. These omega-3s are primarily found in fatty fish, such as salmon, tuna, mackerel, and sardines. They're essential for heart health, brain function, and reducing inflammation. ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. This omega-3 is found in plant-based foods such as flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, and canola oil. While our bodies can convert ALA into EPA and DHA, the conversion rate is limited. Numerous studies have demonstrated the health benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. They can lower triglyceride levels, reduce blood pressure, decrease the risk of blood clots, and improve arterial health, all of which contribute to a healthier heart. Omega-3s are also crucial for brain health. DHA is a major structural component of the brain, and adequate intake is essential for cognitive function, memory, and mood regulation. Studies have linked omega-3 intake to a lower risk of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. The debate over organic versus conventional foods continues to rage on, with passionate voices on both sides. So, let's break down the key differences between these two approaches to food production and explore whether organic food is truly worth the often higher price tag. Organic food is produced using farming practices that prioritize natural fertilizers, pest control methods, and soil health, while prohibiting the use of synthetic pesticides, herbicides, antibiotics, and genetically modified organisms, GMOs. The goal of organic farming is to produce food that's better for both human health and the environment. Proponents of organic food argue that it's safer and more nutritious, containing fewer pesticide residues, higher levels of certain nutrients, and no GMOs. They also point to the environmental benefits of organic farming, such as reduced pollution, improved soil health, and greater biodiversity. However, critics of organic food argue that the scientific evidence supporting its health and environmental benefits is inconclusive. They point out that conventional farming practices have evolved significantly in recent years, with a greater emphasis on sustainability and reduced pesticide use. They also argue that the higher cost of organic food is a barrier for many consumers, making it less accessible. Ultimately, the decision of whether to choose organic or conventional food is a personal one. Factors to consider include your budget, your values, and your level of concern about pesticide residues, GMOs, and the environmental impact of food production. Chapter 13. Soy Miracle Food or Hormone Disruptor. Soy has been both praised as a nutritional powerhouse and demonized as a hormone disruptor, leaving many people confused about its true health effects. So, let's separate fact from fiction and explore the evidence surrounding soy and its impact on our health. Soybeans are legumes that are naturally high in protein, fiber, and a variety of vitamins and minerals. They're also a good source of isoflavones, plant compounds that have weak estrogen-like effects in the body. Proponents of soy tout its numerous health benefits, including its ability to lower cholesterol levels, reduce the risk of heart disease, alleviate menopausal symptoms, and even protect against certain types of cancer. They point to the long history of soy consumption in Asian cultures, where it's a dietary staple, and the relatively low rates of these health problems in these populations. However, critics of soy express concerns about its potential to disrupt hormone balance, particularly in women, due to its isoflavone content. They worry that soy consumption may increase the risk of breast cancer, interfere with thyroid function, and even have feminizing effects in men. It's important to note that the vast majority of research on soy and its health effects has been conducted on animals or in observational studies, which can't prove cause and effect. While some studies have suggested potential benefits or risks, more research, particularly large, well-designed clinical trials, is needed to confirm these findings. Chapter 14. Low-carb versus low-fat diets, the battle of the macros. The debate over low-carb versus low-fat diets has been raging on for decades, with each side claiming superiority in terms of weight loss, health benefits, and overall well-being. So let's delve into the science behind these two popular dietary approaches and see how they stack up. Low-carb diets, as the name suggests, emphasize limiting carbohydrate intake, particularly from refined sources like sugar, white bread, and pasta, while increasing protein and healthy fat consumption. Popular low-carb diets include the ketogenic diet, Atkins diet, and South Beach diet. Low-fat diets, on the other hand, focus on reducing fat intake, particularly from saturated and trans fats, while increasing carbohydrate consumption from whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. This approach gained popularity in the 1980s and 1990s as a way to combat heart disease. So, which approach is more effective for weight loss? The truth is, both low-carb and low-fat diets can lead to weight loss if they result in a calorie deficit, meaning you're consuming fewer calories than you're burning. However, they achieve this goal through different mechanisms. Low-carb diets work by reducing insulin levels, which promotes fat burning and reduces appetite. They often lead to rapid initial weight loss due to water weight loss from glycogen depletion. Low-fat diets, on the other hand, work by reducing overall calorie intake, as fat is more calorie-dense than carbohydrates or protein. Chapter 15. Micronutrient supplements, do you need them? Micronutrient supplements, including vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, have become increasingly popular, with many people believing they offer a convenient way to fill nutritional gaps and boost overall health. But are these supplements truly necessary, or can we obtain all the nutrients we need through a healthy diet? The truth is, the best way to meet your micronutrient needs is through a balanced and varied diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. These foods provide a complex array of vitamins, minerals, and other beneficial compounds that work synergistically to support our health. However, there are certain situations where micronutrient supplements may be beneficial, such as dietary restrictions. Individuals following vegan or vegetarian diets may need to supplement with vitamin B12, which is primarily found in animal products. Medical conditions. Certain medical conditions, such as celiac disease or Crohn's disease, can impair nutrient absorption, making supplementation necessary. Life stages. Pregnant or breastfeeding women and older adults may have increased nutrient needs that are difficult to meet through diet alone. It's important to note that micronutrient supplements should not be used as a substitute for a healthy diet. They're intended to supplement, not replace, a nutrient-rich eating pattern. Additionally, more is not always better when it comes to supplements. The final bite. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on health and wellness. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the truth about processed foods to the great soy debate. Remember, when it comes to your health, knowledge is power. The more you know about the food you eat, the better equipped you are to make informed decisions that support your well-being. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay healthy.